You're willing to give up your life so she can go to heaven. Fine. It's done. Time to go, John.
I'm like a fucking bird scavenging for worms in the grass, pecking at you till you burst and splatter. Each verse that I pack is a verbal attack. Every word that I rap is a purposeful trap that'll hook onto your ankles and gnaw the fuck off till you hear it vertically snap. I'll swing at a nun and beat it to the DMT in her brain. Leaks to her cerebral cortex, gives her hallucinations of being tormented by demons and ghosts. Deliver her a vicious sacrificial treatment that will bring her soul into the afterlife where it's freezing cold, just to convince her that her beliefs were wrong. Shit, I flash myself with gadgets and damage myself till my memory vanishes by itself before I make a peaceful song. I'm like Evel Knievel, leaping over cars till I crack my head open and bleed through my skull. I'll force feed or prostitute hallucinogens till she chooses to trip the fuck out and bypasses all of her memories of being used and neglected, abusing the infant, then slits two of her wrists and bleeds through the shit with huge and vicious brutal incisions. I speak in demonic tones, surrounded by open and closing doors in a haunted home, bouncing off of the walls, losing all control while the lights are flickering on and off. Hearing voices, but I don't know if I'm talking at all. After every verse, I look back on the shit like, wow, this is weird. The first time I ever left my house in a year, I screamed, fucking, I'm out of here. Then started doing somersaults down the stairs, rolled into the kitchen and cracked my head open on the back of the chair out of nowhere. I'll tie up a police deputy on top of a mountain after I rob his house for his shit. Leave him hog-tied like one of the trees on fire and beat him with it while he's trying to press charges for the crime. Then knock him unconscious and drop him onto a comet while it showers. My thoughts are ready to fly off. Inanimate sidekicks that'll hotwire your brain and put you under mind control. I'm a fucking madman with every type of bomb tied to the side of my arms, igniting it right in my palms. Clotheslining soldiers so we can blow up worse than Vietnam explosions while we fight in the war. I sneak in the hospital and leave with all the bottles of breathers and Klonopins. Take them all so I can even the odds of my drug usage while I'm bleeding in the parking lot. The next faggot I hear bragging about a happy life, I'll destroy the plumbing in his house and beat him with the damaged pipes. Throw his back out, then toss him in a tub of gasoline with matches and lighters. You could doubt me in the end, but I played with enough words to slaughter the alphabet. I shoot myself in the back of the head till the bullet flies out fast as hell, lands into someone else and claps them instead. I like to talk about suicide, cause all I wanna do is die. I think about it so much, it ruined my mind. I knocked myself into a comatose with two bruised eyes. Short-term memory loss, always looking stupid and strange. I'm a mutant fused with an alien, trapped in human DNA, using my traits to leave my body so I can communicate with my ancestors in numerous ways. I swing at college students, kidnap their roommates, hang them in nooses and strangle them till they're blue in the face. They cut the ropes before they pass out and shoot them with blanks. Fuck this new age. I'll go back in time and remain low from the crusades for speaking out in their foolish ways. My antics are ridiculous. I play Pop Goes the Weasel at my funeral, then bust out the coffin and scream, I'm back, bitches. You can have this rap shit, I quit. I'd rather stick to slapping a bitch than pick her up by your fragile hips and drop her onto my kneecap till she walks home with a bad limp, holding her shattered ribs that I cracked into bits. Tylenol addict, making sure I fall asleep and won't wake up at all. I'll take a stump man and strangle his throat till it's mangled and broke, hang him from a rope off of a street lamp, then have the camera crew film how he dangles from the post and sways in the same motion as a clinical patient when anxiety pacing on his own. I'm a narcoleptic on all types of pills, down in a whole bottle of NyQuil, trying to stay up for the whole night and chill. Every friend that I met always left me in the breeze. I'll climb into a building, set the place on fire, and run through the flames, then leave through the entrance and scream, help me! While I'm burnt to the 10th degree. I'm about to be amplified. I fly above the earth, headed to a satellite, then come crashing out of the sky till my ashes scatter in a pile. So when I do come back from the afterlife, my corpse shouldn't be that hard to find. myself not to show love, because society bothers me while I'm in a corner when I won't budge. I never had a childhood, so I couldn't grow up, and every bitch told me to go fuck myself because I was broken, had no luck. You ever try to be peaceful, but you're tired of people mistaking your kindness for weakness? Shit, I remember when I was a nice kid that would smile through it all, but nowadays I wouldn't even choose to talk. I keep it to myself, looking to walk away before you get cracked for that stupid talk. Everything seemed like it was a dead end. Couldn't say a word nevertheless till I was 5, so my mother threw me in a special ed. This all happened before my family went in debt. Shit, we were broke, but we never got through it. You people judged me so much, any confidence was ruined. Now I found my outlet and I put it all in the music. It was never about getting famous, I just wanted to escape my tribulations. My life is the way it is, cause I'm trying to change it. I guess I gotta learn not to let people faze me, but this shit been following me since I was a baby. So fuck yeah, I'm crazy. Any funny talk, save it. I slapped the doctor's dirt on my label, then told him not to wrap me in the fucking blanket. I'm bothered all the time, caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. I'm caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. Caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. Caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. A few years later, I had everything bottled inside. I learned not to care, cause I don't got no pride. Still traumatized as a kid that thinks of nothing but homicide. So I figured, why not pick up a pen and start to rhyme? Thinking I'd be handed process time, but I keep getting the same results my whole life. I only look tough as a child because of the height and fat. Soon as they seen that I wasn't like that, they walk all over me cause I wouldn't fight back. I still regret to this day being soft, but now I'm here to open the gates of hell till every demon is gone. I'm like a fucking leash that's at least 40 feet long, creeping on your lawn, building a nest and feed it on human resources. Feeling like the same side of my brain is departed. I hate this world, I'm trying to escape Earth, building a shuttle in my basement that may work because everyone pushes me around, points their fingers and take turns getting straight on my nerves. I fuse my hands with Satan and smack the first motherfucker that tries my damn patience. Then after he awakens, he'll be on a different planet complaining about his heart while it's palpitating. Once my infatuation with violence, well you faggots made me this way, so now you can take it. I'm bothered all the time, caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. I'm caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. Caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. Caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. I honestly feel like I was forced to the womb. Out of all the people, this is who I was given to. I stopped being a pussy and finally could grow nuts. Realizing I get no luck. One guy opened his truck and hopped out, trying to start shit, knowing he was on drugs. I wasn't gonna back down, so he came back with 2 of his boys posting up. All I did was freeze, but it was too late to choke up. I grabbed the broken crutch and ran back to beat them both up. After the fight, I jacked him for a mobile touch and thought to myself, this could get me a couple of bucks. I guess just being big wasn't enough. He got back up and rushed me as fast as he could. I started transforming till my skin was green. I picked him up by his spleen, off of his feet, and slammed him into the street. I felt adrenaline in my veins like someone shot me with a taser. When the smoke cleared, I left the crater deep enough to see the devil himself shaking. I guess he underestimated who the hell he was facing. When he got back up, he was covered in welts and aching. He started laughing through a smoke bomb at me that disappeared in the wind before I could realize what was happening. I never seen him again after that day, so I just blocked out that situation. Oh, by the way, that whole story is fabricated. I'm bothered all the time, caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. I'm caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. Caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind. Just go about your own life, I'm bothered all the time. Caught up in my life with these thoughts up in my mind.
Bitches ain't shit.
Oh my god. Are you really gonna put that in there?
Yeah, fuck it, man. Why not, man? You need shit like this on your mixtape.
Oh god, no.
Do you not want to be the next Justin Bieber? Do you not want to be the next Backstreet Boys meets Trap?
No. till it feels like my head is mixing with the weather dripping against the wind. Fuck a pessimist, I just like to mention the negative shit and all the hell that I've been through. I'm a creep, clutching on my knees cause I was bleeding from my stomach after overdosing and put myself back in Long Island for another week. Why do I always have an angry look? Cause people think I wasn't made to struggle cause I grew up in a white neighborhood. Of course I had it bad when I was younger. My pops was planting drugs everywhere after he put hands on my mother. Now that's just fucked up. You don't know the half of it. I didn't have it so wonderful, but you get judged nowadays if you sound a little strange. But I'm proud to be crazy. I'm screaming out loud to say it, so don't tell me on how I should change. Chemical imbalance, I think my brain is missing something. These bitches think that I'm bluffing, but yet they're on my dick and it's funny.
Don't ask me why I live this way, nothing will change. I'm still the same, keep judging cause I spit the rain.
I ain't changing.
Nothing will change. I'm still the same. Nothing will change. I'm still the same.
People still bitch at me for the topics I talk about, like it's any of their business for what comes out of my mouth. If you don't like it, just turn it down. It's that simple, unless I pop out a SoundCloud and slap you for bitching, jam a sock in your mouth and kick you down a flight of stairs. So keep having a bitch fit. I don't rap for the little kids. Whatever I talk about, that's my business. So shut the fuck up and play someone else's whack ass shit. But Sal, you rap like a fucking pessimist. You're too negative and you wonder why you're neglected. We wanna hear something positive. We don't wanna hear how you're depressed. Stop talking about destruction of weapons or something blah 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 and chemicals. We don't care if you had an awful day or your father was on cocaine. Everything you rap about is so fucking late. We don't care if your birth was deceitful. We wanna hear about pussy, not murdering people.
Don't ask me why I live this way, nothing will change. I'm still the same, keep judging cause I spit the rain. Nothing will change. I'm still the same. Nothing will change. I'm still the same.
One day I was walking down the street with my headphones rocking to a beat. This kid tackled me to the ground and started punching me. I had enough and screamed, get the fuck off of me. I picked him up by his feet and flung him into a truck till it became a hit and run scene. It splattered him all over the street. He put himself back together, picked up a 2x4 and charged at me full force. He beat me to the floor. I got pissed off and gathered the energy around me till my hair was golden. I launched him into the air and shot him with a particle beam till he blew up like a solar flare and scattered him across the ozone and past. That just proves not to fuck with me and think before you go there. Even though half of you pussies won't dare. Is the story true? No, but I don't care. My career's like Stevie Wonder, lost with a map. It got nowhere. Oh yeah, one last thing. Tell my ex to suck my dick, and if she's offended, oh well, I don't care. Call me an asshole. I'm so aware I won't prevail. And if she decides to sue me, I'll show up to court with a bunch of uptight groupies to stomp around and hop inside of a hoopty and speed off like that Fast 5 movie. Wait, what?
Don't ask me why I live this way, nothing will change. I'm still the same, keep judging cause I spit the rain. Nothing will change. I'm still the same. Nothing will change. I'm still the same. Oh,
I'll show up to court happily. Fuck you. Motherfuckers are in denial if you think this is probably nonsense. You want me to be honest? I'm the fucking Loch Ness swimming around the seas disguised as a monster so I can scare the little kids to the point my image is stuck inside their conscience. These rhyming cats spread no type of action. I'm hyperactive. I can run a mile past the border, leap over the gates while the faggot security guards try bash, trying to track me down as I flip the middle finger and skip right past them. Give me a reason why I should panic and I'll go right into a manic depressive state where my mind is frantic and I think of nothing but suicide and slit my wrist diagonal because my life is tragic. My verses are rituals used to sacrifice a virgin while she's surrounded by serpents, tied up over a fire in a circle, cremate her, then dump her ashes and snort them while the rest of her body's in a hearse. I put up panels so when I slap myself with this hammer it won't make any type of sound. Hello hip-hop, I'm here to torment everyone starting right now. I climb out of the White House with the whole staff tied down, go home and film my suicide on my couch. Of course I got problems. You don't like my topics?
Hello, hip-hop.
I'm just being honest. It's more than just nonsense.
Hello, hip-hop. Hello, hip-hop.
I'm just being honest. I spit the reason why I ride around flipping the feds off. Joe Pesci, I curse in a public restaurant. My cock is so monstrous that if I dragged it on top of your continent and dropped it, it would probably topple it. I'm dropping into this game like a predator missile, put an end to your existence, bombing straight to the fences, letting all pistols break to the entrance with lasers, semtex grenades and electric tasers. Battle my way inside until the sensors signal the alarms like cell phones and metal detectors. I feel like I'm here by default. I astral project till my soul is gone, put myself back into my body and wake off pissed off at the whole world. Muscle contractions, I bench press to the spasms of my tendons. I write sentences that will piss off your entire religion, climb up a building and scream till my voice echoes through the sky into the heavens, relay the message to God hoping he might be offended from what I just said to him. Of course I got problems. You don't like my topics?
Hello, hip-hop.
I'm just being honest. It's more than just nonsense. I got a story for you guys. Yeah, I'm just being honest. One day this addict came to my job in heroin fluids. He pushed me, so I clocked him over the head with a broom and knocked him into the restroom. He slid across the floor and the pressure almost snapped his neck into two. His body was twitching, obviously tripping. He got up, started walking, awkwardly wobbling and limping, then charged at me, armed with syringes. He called me and left me with a small incision. So I drop kicked him over the vegetable stand, knocked his head in and ran. He threw one of the deli knives at me. I dodged it and ran down aisle 3. I waited for him silently. He almost ran right by me. I grabbed him, lifted him up, and dropped him right on my knee and broke his spine into little pieces. I tossed his body into the trash compactor, then tried to leave quietly, but the manager spotted me. She kept bitching at me because the store was a mess, so she fired me. It got to the point where she wasn't talking at all. She was screaming so much her head exploded all over the walls. By the way, I hope I scared off your entourage. Is the story true? Not at all. Is there a way to change me? Nah, that's impossible, fam. Psychiatrics went beyond to repair it, but my sanity is just not there. So I locked myself in a straitjacket and had the doctors tie me down, nodding back and forth like an old man in a rocking chair. Of course I got problems. You don't like my topics?
Hello, hip-hop.
I'm just being honest. It's more than just nonsense.
Hello, hip-hop. Hello, hip-hop.
I'm just being honest.
What we spit is in depth when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames that will body the game. What we spit is in depth when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames that will body the game.
Rapping with 2 left feet, spot the dance groove off beat. Now that's just the kind of move when they cross me. Got it all, lose, we could all eat. Choose to play the role, just know that someone hit the backseat. When it's time, they gon' play it bittersweet. Life on the line, what you kill, the mistake. Time with the line that you saw, what you we earned every dime. Liability, nothing is free. Let it rock and you fuck with me. Keep the black, that's the company. Hip-hop police won't let me hit the booth in peace. Body the game, bring it off the key. If I body your name, but now you're paid for beef. Hate increase, they wanna say fuck the trees, but still they gon' bump each release. Every flow on beats is beast. Every song getting harder to reach.
Spit is in depth when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames that will body the game. When we spit is in depth when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames that will body the game. I'll body this, so put this track in the coffin. Killing you, I thought about it all too often. Cause I don't amount to the shit I pushed out. So talking to me, young people better proceed with caution. Fucking retarded, not supporting your local artists. When they make it, they fake it, saying he's fucking awesome. Know me damn well, they won't allow him to blossom. Trying to make it to the top, but they left him stuck at the bottom. I feel taken for granted, my heart can't fucking stand it. The attitude is slanted, dirt, their body planet, taking over this planet. Boom, right out the cannon. Your mind is where I landed, I hope it does fucking damage. All my fellow classmates from the U-Trick, I'm not stopping till I motherfucking do this. Music is in my jeans like the side pot in my pocket. Juggling, not juggling these words, I met you juggling, ain't no way you can stop it.
Big body this game, where's a competition? You ain't ready for this heat, I got a lot more cooking. Still a student of this game, but a teacher for the masses. I'm reckless on this beat, kicking every rapper's asses. I am the smoke, let's see who still have doubt. Burn season stays hot, light it up and smoke you out. You raps new as propaganda, I can't understand ya. The new Undertaker don't make me have to body ya. 10 bodies, 20 bodies, 30 bodies, everybody. Hit this for you all, time to go and let this bounty. Motherfuckers, I'm enraged, I need a drink from Jeff. At least the essence of these demons when I'm spitting like death. Been dug a couple holes if you wanna testify. You want war, I want blood, so I got you wanna die. I've been 6 feet deep, that's why now it's 6 feet deep. 6 talented rappers don't give a fuck about no beef.
What we spit isn't death when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames and we're bodied again. What we spit isn't death when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames and we're bodied again. The day I fall, that's the day I take the world with me in a major war. From day one, I was made to crawl with these aches and scars. The deliberate, legitimate lyricist that's insignificant to any illiterate spitter that these little kids listen to. The eighth wonder of this game, Praise can take any label under with his rage, knowing where his pain come from. You don't know me, I'll pull you out your own song and stomp you on your own beat. You don't control me, you don't own me, I don't owe you, and you don't owe me. I'm my own person, my own worst enemy until they close the curtains. Until I get shot down from the stage by some local person who got pissed off cause his music is so disturbing. No more hurting, my whole purpose is to reach for my goals. Till you worship my artwork for my flow can puncture the ocean and soak you for certain. What we spit isn't death when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames and we're bodied again. What we spit isn't death when we're gripping the pen. Every lyric and message is vivid at best. Spit abomination on constant hate. When we drop in these flames and we're bodied again.
So this is how you tell people to go fuck themselves when they think that your music is too pessimistic or negative.
The ontological fallacy of expecting light at the end of the tunnel. Well, that's what the preacher says. Things will shrink. See, the preacher, he encourages your capacity for illusion.
Hey kids, you wanna shoot some smack? It's way better than consuming crack, so go ahead and do it in front of your useless dad. I wanna encourage the children that never heard of me to bomb my first degree. You see, it was guided worse than me. Then maybe they'll go shoot up in school to the 3rd degree. Back then my mom told me she won't feed us like there was no need, so she would buy beer instead of groceries. Fuck a nosebleed. I'm doper than a fiend, ODing on his roof, falling off, landing on both of his knees and breaking the bones in his feet. Stress affects my brain and I can say it as I'm being dragged away from this movement segue. My rhyme style's different, timeless and infinite, created with 9 lives as a gift. I was born as a misfit with the biggest dick as an infant. Go shit in the bushes like a pigeon, blame someone else like he did it, so don't get the ticket. I'm a little pessimist, I never learned my lesson. This is when depression hits, it's making me so negative. Yes, I'm sick and mental cause my brain is dense in this. So when I write a song I tell them there is no preventing it. I'm a little pessimist, I never learned my lesson. This is when depression hits, it's making me so negative. Yes, I'm sick and mental cause my brain is dense in this. So when I write a song I tell them there is no preventing it. Sal started punching me and said, talk to me, Praise, don't mess with me, bitch. I just had an awful day. I was walking my way and someone started shitting. I know when I was angry, so I gouged him across the face with a rotary blade. Cut off his arm and robbed him for his bracelet. Reincarnation of Achilles, a warrior's fate that could slaughter the great. Storming the place, knocked down the foundation with a ball and chain on a crane. I introduced myself like hi to an old lady. Kick over her walker, beat her to the floor with a cane. Run off with a necklace when she dozes off on the pavement. I'm locked in a hearse. Tell her bury me far from the dirt. Break out, leave the box in the church. Scribble symbolic verses, flip off the virgin. While she's murdered, they'll start to get nervous like they're being haunted on purpose. Tell them I'm the serpent, then run far from the sermon. I'm a little pessimist, I never learned my lesson. This is when depression hits, it's making me so negative. Yes, I'm sick and mental cause my brain is dense in this. So when I write a song I tell them there is no preventing it. I'm a little pessimist, I never learned my lesson. This is when depression hits, it's making me so negative. Yes, I'm sick and mental cause my brain is dense in this. So when I write a song I tell them there is no preventing it. When I'm on the mic I slaughter rhymes, sling bolts of lightning at all of my opponents one at a time, all in a lineup. I get slightly twisted over 5 different types of prescriptions, a wobble like a wind-up dog with my spinal missing. I'll hit you with porcupine whips and snipe you from a distance like JFK. Riding in his whip, write my lyrics in hieroglyphics, apply positions to lock the game in the tightest submission. Scream bye and good riddance, swing a crowbar and pry into it, then hem it up with butterfly stitches. I'm the deadliest offering with heavy artillery let off a beat. Then I am stomping the bits in the concrete with construction boots. The head will start to meet the bow to mend the both of my feet. You better admit defeat whenever I'm spitting these demented and twisted schemes. Yes, you'll be freaking see. Bring hell to the industry, you'll never get rid of me. I'm a little pessimist, pessimist, I never learn my lesson. This is when depression hits, it's making me so negative. Yes, I'm sick and mental, cause my brain is dense in this. So when I write a song, I tell them there is no preventing it. I'm a little pessimist, I never learn my lesson. This is when depression hits, it's making me so negative. Yes, I'm sick and mental, cause my brain is dense in this. So when I write a song, I tell them there is no prevention.
Look, I consider myself a realist, and I put in philosophical terms, I'm what's called a pessimist.
Okay, what's that mean?
It means I'm bad at parties. I think human consciousness was a tragic misstep in evolution. We became too self-aware. Nature created an aspect of nature separate from itself. We are creatures that should not exist by natural law.
That sounds god fucking awful.
Then he'll drop his body in a Maserati, drive it off of a cliff, start popping a shotty, hit the engine while I'm riding, kaboom, one out, carry you up in a helicopter, launch a missile and shoot it down up at midnight, turn into a werewolf and howl, I spin around till I'm dizzy, vomit, then hit the ground like a missile inbound, I get lifted till I'm flying within the altitude, crash into a building, knock it over, then wipe out a whole city avenue, if I was aborted, I look at the doctors like, how could you? E.T. shoot a laser at a drone, hop on a bike that ride my way home. Push a motherfucker off his skateboard, hit his face on the floor, run a straight off the road, break all his bones, dance around every time his grinning pain and groans. Do a handstand, run on a unicycle. Atheist trying to ruin the Bible, pierce you with knives to shoot from this rifle.
This is my brain, the world's got nothing to restrain me. This is my brain, and another can replace me. This is my brain, all my demons came to face me. This is my brain, I can't help it if I'm crazy.
I've been pimping since pimping, gather these horse. Mac 11 make it to the tango when I shoot it at the floor. I do a drive-by, get a skyline, fly by, shoot it with a drip in the cyanide. They say they're stupid, the ranger coolest, made for music, spaceship mutant, hanging nooses, for hitting the nooses, walk out in the rain and get hit one lightning while I'm not ridiculous. Fuck the same bitch with a chain with a click, nameless prick. I stay in the city, no one else that put in this game for shit. Jet Li kick a bitch cause she's a pet peeve, casting a plate that is deadly, get ready, machete, so shred the glass in the confetti. MCs wanna go against me, uppercut you 10 feet and slam you back into the street. Glue on my palm, holding a bomb, blow this shit up, knowing it's wrong. Negative comments you think of like talk about a slashing shit. Fat kid holding a package of Skittles and eat it while walking through traffic. I get honked at, then tell the driver to suck my fat dick. John Madden, slap someone, then tackle them while I battle this crew. Don't like my literature, smack you with a textbook and give it back to you. The only asshole that'll show up to your grave and they'll attach a map or a dancing ball, snipping lines in the bathroom stall. I'm a Neanderthal that survived after all the disaster that happened from a natural cause. Every time I rap, half of a bar, it's like pushing a red button, waiting for the government and the rest of the staff to fall. Happen to crack and shoot and smack in the back of the mall, walk in and pass out with the cameras on. I get fucked up, they run around till my head stuck in a wasp nest. I fall dead from getting stuck. Popping a shotty, going kamikaze in front of your posse, dumping oxys and swallow them in the lobby. The doctors will find 100 different drugs in my body during the autopsy. By the time I'm 80 years old, I'll be an angry troll under a bridge, flipping the middle finger every time you pay the toll. I'm a sea creature attacking you twice, till every passenger dives out the boat while I snap the raft in half. Try to sail past the tides, then tear the motor after a bite. I go 90 miles per hour at night, then jump out the vehicle just to punch out the traffic light. I'm the whack type that'll get stabbed twice to come back from the afterlife and try to find my killer while I'm still half alive. My knowledge works like hackers or computers staggeringly be rats to your sight, thinking the CIA is compatible to find me. I'm a threat to society, getting sniped from a distance, so I'm laying dead in a pile of my own blood while criminals are paid off for the extra assignment. I tried to put up a fight, but my punches only sent one of them flying. This is my brain, inflicted with pain. Yes, it's insane, little deranged. Can you relate? This is my brain, inflicted with pain. Yes, it's insane, little deranged. Can you relate? This is my brain. brain, inflicted with pain. Yes, it's insane. Can you relate? Welcome to my brain. I'm tired of working a shop right. I started a riot, then walked in the chase with a bomb that is wired. Give me the money before I ignite it and set off the timer. Of course I am wildin', calling the cops and I smite them with bolts of a lightning bolt. Strike them, they choke. I'm storming them twice with a pitchfork and knife. Hired assassins on top of the building. I called in a missile and torched them and killed them. Napalm's on my wrist, loaded to launch up and pillage. So you're another victim that I go to war with. I'm talking tranquilizer doses, syringes. You're right on my element. So much ammo I can take down an elephant. When lady was like, you need to be taking a crate. So I said maybe you're right, but I'm leaving with paper despite what I made all my life. I can't live off of this wage. I either get paid or I spit from this gauge. I'm living this way till I decay. Yes, it's the range, lit up is strange, but where is the cash? Tear through the glass, went straight into the back and started taking no racks. Where is the money? Doctors can't heal me. Where is the money? They're gonna kill me. Where is the money? I'm feeling the need. Where is the money? To rob everything. Where is the money? Doctors can't heal me. Where is the money? They're gonna kill me. Where is the money? I'm feeling the need. Where is the money? To rob everything. Where is the money? 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 I finally ran from the bank with the cash, saving I'm mad, breaking these tabs, take them in black. As I zone out, cops started popping their shots. I lit up a Molotov cocktail and tossed it on top of that car, chalked them and bailed. Jesus, I thought I would fail, about to be booked for the jail. I'm fully prepared for what's coming to me. I'm hungry, I want what I need. Rather it's money, I need to keep focused before I am caught. Then I'll be gone after all, the tragic of course. Hit with a taser, the squad is a major. I whipped out my razor, I stripped them and maimed them. Swinging these chains that are equipped with a blade. I'm a man fighting this wallet, clashing and fighting the battle so violent. After tonight, they won't ever light. Get damaged with pipes, thrashing with bats through spikes. Feel like I'm losing myself, I'm choosing this hell. Boosting these meds to ruin my health. I'm cocking the shoddy Glocks in my armory, pop on somebody. Where is the money? Doctors can't heal me. Where is the money? They're gonna kill me. Where is the money? I'm feeling the need. Where is the money? To rob everything. Where is the money? Doctors can't heal me. Where is the money? They're gonna kill me. Where is the money? I'm feeling the need. Where is the money? To rob everything. Where is the money? 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 I started a war that I need to finish. Don't bleed once I hit them and leave it diminished. They showed up with more trucks, so fuck. One up the Grammy, you locked them in a Cobra clutch. You left the shoulder clutch. Plot through 5 of them, but they keep showing up. I thought about waving a wife, like, would that be right? Damn. Nah, might as well die like a man. I waved the solar flag, gave them all a glad, made them all a grab, baked them all a ran, facing off again, take them all in pass, brace the storm and laugh, wage your wars, oh man, break the wall in half. My hunger is screaming, they'll leave your body, you must be defeated. I'm loving this evil shit, fuck it, I'm screaming. You think you can fuck with me? Then I woke up, it was just a dream. I can't go back to sleep after everything. How was that a dream? Paralyzing me while I'm trying to sleep. Yes, my eyes are sealed, can't go back to sleep after everything. How was that a dream? Paralyzing me while I'm trying to sleep. Yes, my eyes are sealed, can't go back to sleep after everything. How was that a dream? Where is the money? Doctors can't heal me. Where is the money? They're gonna kill me. Where is the money? I'm feeling the need. Where is the money? To rob everything. Where is the money? Doctors can't heal me. Where is the money? They're gonna kill me. Where is the money? I'm feeling the need. Where is the money? To rob everything. Where is the money? 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 Where is the money?
My brain. bust out the walls and beat you in the face with it till your head explodes. I try to go inside my mind and see why it's dissolving in a gallon of biocide. When it's my time to die, I'll probably fall to the floor, and the force of it all, I sound like thunder and lightning strikes. When I had my problems, I always thought rap could solve them, till I was climbing the steps of this game and fell back to the bottom. In the streets with needles hitting it quickly, picking, flicking and sticking syringes till it's ripping through my skin within the tissue so viciously. The hoarder of rhymes that'll slaughter your lines and torture you guys with pitchforks and foreign knives and all sorts of swords and sights. If murder is an art, then I'll splatter your blood and paint the portrait dry. I bet you guys have no idea who the fuck I am.
Stand strong, one can spread strands of
PraiseOne. The only asshole that'll show up to your grave and throw a tantrum after I dance and fall, sniffing lines in the bathroom stall. I'm a fucking Neanderthal that survived after all the disaster that happened from a natural cause. Every time I rap half a bar, it's like pushing a red button, waiting for the government and the rest of the staff to fall. Happen to crack and shoot smack in the back of the mall, walk in and pass out with the cameras on. I get fucked up, running around till my head stuck in a wasp nest and fall dead from getting stung. Popping a shotty, going kamikaze in front of your posse, dumping oxygen to swallow them in the lobby. The doctors will find 100 different drugs in my body during the autopsy. PraiseOne. I'm knowing this game, my soul's on the chain, detaching more than just arms and legs. I swing off of a ball and crane and fall straight to the pavement till my body splatters all over the place. The most murderous symphonies through a pen and a beat. I'm leaking ether on MCs and beating with meat cleavers, then leave the dead meat for the crows on a feeding frenzy. Go ahead and diss me, I'll even help you write the shit. Of course my life's a bitch, that's why I'm a suicidalist, holding a knife by my wrist, contemplating on why I'm not slicing it. Titanium's forming my chromosomes, passing through my hormones. I'll soak the floor in chloroform and throw you through it to get shortness of breath from all the exposure. They say there's no coming back from death. That's the point, fuckhead. I've tried almost 6 million ways to die and I'm not done yet. I bump public enemy while I'm punching the fence and start jumping the fence soon as I hear gun sounds. I'm causing thunder pounds. I fly above my town, pour acid rain from the clouds and let it burn everyone around.
How you reach out to somebody that you lost, somebody that you grew up with, and they've seen you grow up for years.
You ever feel like you just wanna leave this planet? You're bleeding with gashes, reeking in sadness. Your demons are laughing, they tease you with blackness. I feel like dying is peaceful, my mind is deceitful. I hear nothing but lies from these people. Why do I even try? And Debbie, I had a dream about you the other night. I wish a higher power could have given you another life. Gianni's bigger now, you should see how we shot up in height. Matthew's not fat anymore, lately things have been wild. Me, my feet are sore from walking these miles. I haven't spoken to your girls in a while. I always got love for them after all. Uncle Jerry wasn't paying the bills, so they moved in with grandma. Joanne and Thomas are cool again. They put down the problems and finally they managed to talk. The family split apart for a long time. I'm still putting up a fight, battling my whole life. I know you see me, I promise you I go out and get my GED. I'm just trying to build the confidence inside my inner consciousness. You know we never had a fathership, but fuck him, I'm free without him. I didn't need him then and I don't need him now.
All around me is a
It's a mad world. It's a mad world.
all around me is a
Living in a mad world. Living in a mad world.
It's a mad world.
Living in a mad world. It's a mad world. It's a mad world.
saw you for the first time in 2 years. I was crying once I saw you there. You were standing with your arms out looking like you always did. I held you when you told me you'd always love me, no matter if it's life or death. That's how I know you're watching me right there from there. Even though my mind is filled with all types of stress, violence and heartbreak lying inside my chest. You know what Dad used to do with us, always high on coke. Hell, I thought I'd find him overdose. The other side of the family was never there while we were broke. They knew Dad was abusing us, snorting blow, popping pills, using kush. They knew Dad used to torture us when he wasn't high. I don't wanna speak to them, and I don't care if they spend the rest of their life wondering why. Cause I'm moving on with my life, and that's the only way that I can make things right. Cause when I have a family, I don't wanna make the same mistakes Dad made in his life. Maybe one day I can leave a mark if I really start to work for everything. I feel it in my heart that I can make it someday, even if it's hard. As long as I give it everything in me that I got, nobody can stop me since I made it this far.
It's a mad world. It's a mad world.
All around is a mad.
Living in a mad world. Living in a mad world.
It's a mad world.
Living in a mad world. It's a mad world. It's a mad world. It's a mad world. Rest in peace, Deverano. The family misses you.